tense and you are very hurt, then you must ask yourself, okay, now what did I do here? I didn't get involved sexually. So what did I get involved in here that was beyond the level I was capable of being at? I wasn't ready to get married. I wasn't ready to say, you're my life partner. We couldn't make that type of commitment to each other. So where did I go wrong here? What level of conversation did I open myself up to that would not have been pleasing to God because I was hurt when it ended? Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Shared dreams. Here's some ideas. Shared dreams about God, the church. Shared wounds of the past. And the dreams of the future. This creates emotional intimacy. You mean, Sister Barb, I can't share this at all with anybody? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have to be very careful who you share these levels with. Because these levels, the deeper the conversation, the deeper the intimacy. And you know your motives, and sometimes you do it innocently, but you do have to put a topper on it. You can say, I can't go past this level. This is all our friendship can handle at this point. And if I really want that deep intimacy over my wounds, over my past, about my dreams, about my future, who do I share that with? Try your pastor. I don't think you're going to get the wrong motive with him. Try your pastor's wife. I don't think you're going to get the wrong connection there. Try a spiritual couple who's strong in the church, that you want to be a partner with you to make sure that you keep your friendship level at an appropriate spot. You're accountable to somebody. If you're not accountable, your emotions will trick you. If you're not accountable, you will likely go down the wrong path too fast and possibly destroy something that could have been because of timing. All right? Deep one-on-one sharing should be saved for a committed relationship. Let me say it one more time. Deep one-on-one sharing should be saved for a committed relationship. Once you're committed to each other, share away. Share away of everything you did when you were 2 years old, 4 years old, that affected your thinking, that you no longer can function without somebody helping you. Share away. You know, the time your mother locked you in the closet, whatever happened to you. Share, share, share. You're committed. That doesn't mean you'll actually end up married, but you're committed to that person. As if you are going to be. You are going down a oneness progression. And if it should be, then God will take you all the way. And if not, then you should be able to dissolve your friendship. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Warnings. Men tend not to be very giving. Consequently, the smallest sign of a man's interest can take on significance to a woman that a man never intended to. Men usually don't go around patting everyone. Oh, you poor thing. How was your week this week? You okay? You look kind of sad. You look like you had a lot of stress this week. Tell me about it. That's not a guy. Guys do not do those type of things. If they are doing that type of thing to you, be careful. They must be thinking something more than sister. Sister 2020. No. It's got to be a little bit more than the sister-brother thing in 2020. Women, another warning, women usually make themselves too available to men and tend to be too open and too vulnerable. That's a tendency of a girl. So if a guy is struggling, a girl's tendency is to be very open to you, very vulnerable to you, want to talk about it, want to help you, want to counsel with your problem, want to talk to you. That's girls. They want to talk and talk and talk. But a guy doesn't. So if a guy's wanting to do that, girls, he must have another thought in his mind. Take note, girls, if they're calling you and asking you and talking to you all the time, why? Because that's not a guy thing. They don't, I want to call someone on the phone. I just love to talk. And girls do tend to do that. So the warning to girls is, if a guy does that to you, do not read. Do not play into that hand. In other words, do not give too much of yourself emotionally to that person, because you could fall very hard. And guys, don't work the girls. Don't know that this is their tendency to give. That is their nurturing quality of a female, is to nurture. So don't take advantage of that, trying to get them to go the direction you want them to go. All right? Next slide. By limiting deep personal conversations and the amount of one-on-one alone time they spend together, Christian singles can guard their hearts from becoming too involved until the commitment level of the relationship exceeds the emotional level. How do you keep this from happening? You limit your personal conversations one-on-one. One-on-one, deep conversations you limit. So you must put somewhere in your memory bank or somewhere on your bulletin board or something, you must put a note to yourself, male and female, limit my personal conversations one-on-one with the opposite sex. Why? Because it gets people's hearts involved. To a girl, they could take it the wrong direction. And to a guy, maybe that is the direction you're meeting them to take.